Good afternoon, student. Today we will discuss about classful addressing. I, Aditi Prohit, Assistant Professor in Sagar Institute of Research and Technology. So let's discuss about classful addressing. In today's lecture, once completing this lecture, you will be able to understand IP addresses and their classes, identification of classes of an IP address, and finding the network address and given with the given IP address. First comes introduction. The identifier used in IP layer of TCP/IP protocol suite to identify each device connected to the internet is called IP address or internet address. An IP address is a 32-bit address that is uniquely and universally defines the connection of host or a router to the internet. IP addresses are unique. They are unique in the sense that each address defines one and only one connection to the internet. Two devices on the internet can never have the same address. And these are the topic included in this section, that is address space and notation. I already told IP address is a unique and that is of a 32-bit. With 32-bit address, the total address space of IPv4 protocol is 2 to the power 32 and approx 4 billion IP addresses या address space of IP protocol is there. There is most common way to represent an IP address, that is dotted decimal representation. In dotted decimal representation, the 32-bit IP address is divided into 4 octet, and each of octet converts binary number into a decimal number system and put a dot in between the 4 octet. The most common representation is known as dotted decimal representation. Here we are given some examples to convert. First example, change the following IP address from binary notation to dotted decimal notation. I already told 32-bit IP address is divided into 4 octet. First octet, first example, the value is 1 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 1. That octet is converted into a decimal system. Once it converted, it gets 129. That is 129. After one octet, put a dot, then converts the second octet like 0 0 0 0 1 0 1 1. इसको जब हम when it converts it into a another, then it comes 11, then comes third and fourth. So that is the dotted decimal representation. Here we are giving 4 IP addresses in a binary form, and all these binary numbers are converted into 4 octet, and after converting into the octet, it convert into the decimal system and put a dot in between the decimal system. That is dotted decimal representation. In the second example, we are giving the IP address in the dotted decimal representation, and we have to convert it into a binary notation like 111.56.45.78. These decimal number system are converted into a binary number system like 111. Once it converted, it becomes 0 1 1 0 1 1 1 1. 56, when we convert the 56, it becomes 0 0 1 1 1 0 0 0. When we convert 45 into binary number system, it becomes 0 0 1 0 1 1 0 1. And when it converts 78, it becomes 0 1 0 0 1 1 1 0. Likewise, all the remaining examples are converted into a dotted decimal to binary notation. In the third example, we have to find the errors in IP address. In the first example, IP address is given in dotted decimal number representation, that is 111.56.045.78. Point to be noted that here in the third octet it starts from 0. There is no leading 0 in dotted decimal representation, because the number starts from decimal number system. So there is no leading 0 in the representation. Here in first 045 starts with leading 0. That's why that has an error in IP address. In the second example, second shows 221.34.7.8.20. I already told IP address is of 32 bit. With 32 bit IP address, it is divided into 4 octet. Here we are giving a IP address with 5 octet. So we have not more than 4 number of IP address. In the third one, in dotted decimal representation, the number is given 7.7545,301 and 14. In dotted decimal representation, each number is equal or less than to 255. Here, if all the bits are 1, then it becomes 255. 301 is outside this range. That's why an error in dotted decimal representation. In the fourth one, here it shows in the first octet IP address is given in binary form, and in the remaining octet IP address is given in the decimal form. A mixture of binary notation and decimal notation is not represented in IP address. That is the third example. Then comes to the classful addressing. IP addresses, well started a few decades ago, use the concept of classes. This architecture is called classful addressing. In the mid 90s, a new architecture called classless addressing was introduced and eventually surpassed the original architecture. However, the part of internet is still using classful addressing, but the migration is very fast. The topics discussed in this section include recognizing classes, net ID and host ID, classes and blocks, network address, and classless interdomain notation. In classful addressing, the IP address is divided into 5 classes. This is the address space of 5 classes: class A, class B, class C, class D, and class E. This is the total number of addresses per class. In class A, in class A, um, total number of address space is 2 to the power 31. In class B, total number of IP addresses 2 to the power 30. In class C, total number of IP addresses are 2 to the power 29. In class D, total number of IP addresses are 2 to the power 28. And in class E, total number of IP addresses are 2 to the power 28. Here if the IP address in binary form and if it starts with leading 0, then it comes in the class A range. And if IP address starts from 1, then second bit is leading 0. If the IP address starts from 10, then it comes in class B. And if the IP address start in 1110, then it comes under class C. And if the IP address start from 1110, then it comes under class D. And if IP address starts from class E, then it becomes 1111. This is the binary notation of different classes. Then finding the address class. If IP address is given, then it which class belongs to. This is the flow diagram which shows the address of class. if we going from start, then first bit, if first bit is 0, then it is a class A. If IP address is start with leading 0, then it is a class A. If IP address starts from 1, then we have to check second bit. If second bit is 0, then it is becomes class B address. If second bit is also becomes 1, then go to the third bit. If third bit is 1110, then it class C, and if it is 111, then comes to the, then lastly check to the fourth bit. If fourth bit is 0, then it becomes class D address. If it is 1111, then it becomes class C address. Here example is given. In the example, how can we prove that 147,483,648 address in class A? I already told, in class A only one bit is fixed. If the value of leading bit 1 bit is fixed and remaining 31 bits are available for the address, 1 bit is fixed in class A, that value is 0. With remaining 31 bit, there are 2 to the power 31 combinations, and it 2 to the power combination having 2,147,483,648 addresses. That's why it comes under the class A. In the next example, an IP address is given in the binary form, and you have to give the IP address belongs to which classes. Now comes, देखिए, it starts, now comes to the first. In the first example, the leading bit starts from 0. If the leading bit starts from 0, then it becomes class A address. So the first bit is 0, then it is a class A address. Then next go to the B part. B part starts from 1110. The first two bits are 1 and third bit is 0, then it is a class C address. In the third one, leading bits are 1 0. If the first bit is 0 and second bit is, if the first bit is 0 and second bit is 1, then it is class B address. Then fourth, 1111. The first 4 bits are 1, then it is a class C address. This is the range of different classes. Class A range is 0 to 127. Class B range is 128 to 197. Class C range is 190 to 223. Class D range is 224 to 239. And Class E ranges is 248 to 255. Here example is given. 227, the IP address is given in dotted decimal representation. First, 227.12.14.87. Here first byte is 227, that comes under between 224 to 239. The ranges of class D varies from 224 to 239. Hence the IP address comes under class D range. In the second example, 193.14.56.222. The first byte is 193 and it comes under the range of 192 to 223. It becomes class C address. Then 14.23.120.8. The first byte is 14 byte and it is a class A address because class A address range is 0 to 127. Then 252.5.15.111. The first byte is 252, hence the address comes under in range of 240 to 255. Hence it is a class E address. Last one is 134.1.78.56. The first byte is 134. It comes under 128 to 191. Hence the class is class B. Next, In class full addressing, the whole classes are divided into network ID and host ID. In class A, 8 bit is reserved for network ID and remaining 24 bit is reserved for host ID. In class B, 16 bit is reserved for network ID and remaining 16 bit are reserved for host ID. In class C, 24 bit is reserved for network ID or remaining 8 bit are reserved for host ID. Class D is used for multicast addresses and class C usage are unknown. They said that they are reserved for future use. Point to be noted that in class A, 32-bit IP address is divided into two parts, 8-bit of network ID and remaining 24-bit of host ID. With 24-bit of host ID, there are 16 million hosts are required and millions of class A addresses are wasted. That is the block in class A. Here you have shown that IP address start from 73. With 73 there are different block. First block is 73.0.0.0. If when the all network ID are 0, there is a special block. First block and last block in class A addressing are reserved. 73 starts with 73.0.0.0 and 73.255.255.255. That is the blocks in class A. The blocks in class B, the IP address is 180.8. So 128.0.0.0.0 is used for network ID and 191.255.255.255 is already blocked. So it comes under the special class address. As I already told, many IP addresses in class B are also wasted. The blocks in class C class C starts from 192 to 223. The number of address in class C is smaller than the need of most organization. Class D are used for multiclassing. There is only one block in this class and class E are reserved for future purposes. Most of the block is wasted. In classful addressing, the network address is the one that is assigned for the organization. The range of address can automatically be inferred from the network address. Here example is given. Given the network address 17.0.0.0, find the class, the block and range of address. The class is A because first byte is in between 0 to 127 and the block of net ID is 17. Which block? 17, because first byte is 17. The address range from 17.0.0.0 to 17.255.255.255. Next example, given the IP address 132.2.1.2.21.0.0, find the class, block and range. Same, the class is B because it ranges in between 128 to 91. In class B address, 16 bit are reserved for network ID and remaining 16 bit are reserved for host ID. Then by 2 bytes are reserved for network ID. So network ID is 132.121 and address ranges from 132.21.0.0 to 132.21.255.255. Likewise, other examples are also there. This is the mask in binary. In default mask, since class A is divided into 8 bit of network ID and remaining 24 bit are host ID, the mask are net IDs are always be 1. Likewise in class B and class C, the network address is the beginning address of each block. It can be found by applying the default mask to any of the address. in the block. It retains the net ID and set the host ID 0. Given the address 23.56.7.91, find the beginning address, network address. Since the IP address comes under class A, so it is divided into 8 bit of network ID and remaining 24 bit of host ID. So default mask is 255.250.0.0, which means only first byte is preserved and other 3 bytes are set to 0. The network address is 23.0.0.0. Likewise, given the IP address 132.16.17.85, here it comes in class B. 16 bit is reserved for network ID, remaining 16 bit are reserved for host ID. So default mask is 255.255. Since all the network ID becomes 1, it becomes 255 to 255.0.0, which means first 2 bytes are preserved and other 2 bytes are set to 0. The network address is 132.6.0.0. Likewise, in the next example, note that we must not apply the default mask of one class to an address belonging to another class. That's it for today. In the next lecture, we come up with another lecture. Thank you.